Welcome to San Diego College and the Learning Management System, or as we like to call it, the LMS. While you are at San Diego College, you will be spending a lot of time in the LMS. That's because you will use the LMS to access your courses, course material and resources, instructors, and classmates. So you see, it's very important that you feel comfortable navigating within the LMS. In order to help you become more comfortable navigating the LMS, we will be looking at several important areas of the system, such as the login page, the welcome page, course pages, and going over San Diego College's attendance policy. To get to the LMS, go into your web browser. We suggest that you use Internet Explorer, which is already installed in the laptop you received from San Diego College. In the address bar of your web browser, type in http://lms.sandiegocollege.edu. You may want to add this address to the favorites in your web browser so that you don't have to type it in every time you want to access the LMS. The login page for San Diego College Online will appear in your web browser window. The login box is in the upper right-hand corner of this page. You will be assigned a username and a password. Make sure that you write down your username and password and keep them in a secure place. You cannot change your password, so make sure you know what it is. Once you log into the LMS, you will see the welcome page. There are many ways that you can navigate through the LMS, and in the next few minutes we're going to focus on the most important. The top box on the left-hand side of the screen gives you important contact information. For most of your needs, you can call the San Diego College main phone number and ask the receptionist to be connected to the department that you require, such as technical support, student services, or financial aid. If you have an issue with your laptop, you can also email technical support at support@sandiegocollege.edu. This email will allow technical support to get back to you as soon as possible. In this email, please remember to provide your phone number and a good time to contact you. The middle box on the left-hand side of the welcome page is your navigation pane. This pane will allow you to move around the entire LMS. You will see this navigation pane on almost every screen, and it allows you to easily jump from one section of the LMS to another. Clicking on the My Home link will bring up a customized home page. This page shows the courses you are currently enrolled in, as well as the next scheduled event in each course. Under Site Pages, you can access your calendar. The events for all courses that you are currently enrolled in will show up on this main calendar. From the Site Pages, you can also click on the link for the Medical Administrator, Billing and Coding Specialist program description, but we'll talk about that a little later. Under My Profile, you can see your student profile as others see it. You can also click on Forum Posts to review any posts you have made to the discussion forums. The courses you are currently enrolled in are also listed on the left-hand side. You can access them from here or from the middle section of the welcome page, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Now, let's go over the right-hand side of the welcome page. It has only 3 items, but they're all very important. On the top, there is another way to access your calendar. Again, this calendar will show events for all of your current courses. Click on any of the shaded dates to open the events. Below the calendar is a link to the orientation presentation, the very presentation you are watching right now. This will always be available to you, so feel free to watch it whenever you need a refresher on navigating the San Diego College LMS. The final item on the right-hand side is the Student Handbook. This is a very important document and outlines the policies and procedures that you must follow during your time at San Diego College. You are responsible for knowing and following the policies that are in this handbook. Please read this document thoroughly and refer to it often. We have explored all of the functions on the left and right-hand side of the welcome page, and only the middle is left. Right below the message that says Welcome to San Diego College Online, you will see a link to a document called Medical Administrator Billing and Coding Specialist Program Description. This document describes the program that you are currently enrolled in, lists the professional certifications that you can choose to pursue, and indicates the kinds of jobs you may be qualified for at the end of this program. There is also a complete list of courses in this program. On the very bottom of the program description is a chart that shows what courses you will be taking during each term at San Diego College. While all of the functions on the welcome page will be useful to you, once you have started the program, you will most frequently go to the center of the welcome page to access your courses. You will have 2 courses in your first term, Strategies for Success and Introduction to the Business Office Computer. As new courses are added, your list will be in reverse order. Newer courses are added to the top of the list, and older courses will be moved down. You will have access to all of your courses during your time here at San Diego College. Now we are going to go into the Introduction to the Business Office Computer course and have a look around. When you first go into a course, you will see the course homepage. You'll know that you're on the course homepage because it's the only place that has your instructor's information and biography. Although your instructor will not be Paul Newman, you will find valuable information about your instructor here, including contact information. Each instructor will list a phone number and an email address. You can call or email your instructor at any time, and they will return your communication within 24 hours during the week. Your instructor also has office hours posted in the calendar and news forum. You can call or email your instructor during office hours, and they'll be able to talk to you immediately, unless they're already talking to another student. Don't ever hesitate to get in touch with your instructors. They are a valuable resource, ready to answer your questions, give you guidance, or just a little bit of encouragement. Under the instructor profile, you will find links to several pieces of information that you will use throughout the course. We will take a brief look at each of these pages, starting with the course syllabus. The syllabus will give you an idea of what this course is going to cover in the course description, and shows what textbooks will be used. It also states the course objectives and the course plan. Below this information, you will also see the course policies, which cover deadlines, academic integrity, and grading. The next item is the news forum. Your instructor will use the news forum to post additional course information, such as policies, helpful hints, and times for the scheduled events in this course. Be sure to check the news forum every day to see if anything new has been posted. To see all of the postings in the news forum, click on the news forum link in the center of the course homepage. When you enter the news forum, you will see a list of forum postings, and you can click on the title of each to see the full communication from your instructor. Forum postings will include notes about scheduled events, such as virtual classroom sessions, workshops, and chat sessions. Recorded or archived sessions of the lectures and workshops will also be posted here for you to view. You can also keep an eye on news forum postings by checking the latest news box on the right-hand side of the course homepage. This box will show the last few items your instructor has posted in the news forum. You can click on the More link to read the entire posting. The next item under the instructor profile is the link to the virtual classroom. When you click on the link for your virtual classroom on the course homepage, you will get a pop-up window that will allow you to log in. You don't need a password for this system, so click on Public Login. You will then see another pop-up window for you to enter your username, which is just your first name, and your email address. When you have filled out this information, click Submit to be taken into the virtual classroom session. This is what the virtual classroom looks like. You'll get to see exactly how this works during your one-on-one orientation. For most of your courses, you will be in your virtual classroom 2 times per week, once for the live lecture and once for the workshop session. If you have 2 courses in a term, it's possible that you will be in the virtual classroom 4 times per week for a live lecture and a workshop for each of the courses. Check each news forum to see when those sessions are held. If you are unable to make it to the live events, your instructor will put a link for a recording, which we call the archive session, into the news forum within 24 hours of the live event. One of the other ways that you can stay in touch with your instructor and classmates is through the chat room. The chat room is always available to you, your classmates, and instructor. You can set up times to chat with classmates for a study group or with your instructor for some additional help. There will also be a scheduled chat session time each week in each course. Check the news forum to see when this session will be held. To enter the chat room, click on the chat room on the course homepage, then click on Click here to enter the chat now. You will see a pop-up window of the chat room. You can see who is participating in the chat session in the column to the right, and you can type what you'd like to say in the box along the bottom. Each week you will have 3 graded assignments, 2 of which will be written assignments. The case study and discussion forum grading rubric shows how your written assignments will be graded. The case study and discussion forum grading rubric will be covered in more detail in your one-on-one orientation. Please note that this is a general rubric. In specific instances, your instructor may adjust the rubric, and this will be communicated in the news forum. The final item in this section is information about the Learn. The Learning Information and Resource Network, or LEARN, is a network of databases and periodical articles that you can use to research your written assignments. Once you go to the LEARN webpage, you will find training material that shows you the resources available and how to access them. We've talked about the general information that you will reference throughout this course. Now we will be spending a few minutes discussing the specific activities that you will be performing each week. All of your learning activities are listed in the middle of the course homepage by week. There are 5 weeks in every course, and they all have the same elements. This course is scheduled, meaning that you will complete 1 week of course material in each calendar week. Weeks begin on Monday and end on Sunday at midnight. All assignments for the week are due by Sunday at midnight. You'll notice that the LMS is arranged so that you can start at the top and work your way down. We start with week 1 and end in week 5. Similarly, the weekly activities are arranged so that you can start at the top and work your way down. You'll start each week with your reading assignment and make your way through the other items until you end up at the quiz. We are going to briefly go through each of these items. You will talk about each of them in more detail during your one-on-one orientation. Each week we'll start with a list of objectives. Make sure that you're comfortable with each objective by the end of the week, and if you're not, reach out to your instructor. Before you start your weekly activities with the reading assignment, it's a good idea to briefly look through each of these elements. That way, you will know what to look for and concentrate on in your reading assignment and other activities. After your review of the week's elements, you will start with the reading assignment. When you click on Reading Assignment on the course homepage, you will see a list of textbook chapters that you should read. In this program, we make use of both traditional paper textbooks and ebooks, which are accessed online. If you will be using an ebook for any course, you will be given instructions on how to get it at that time. If you are using a paper textbook, they will generally be mailed so that you receive them the week before the course starts. The next 3 areas listed in the LMS are intended to supplement the material in your textbook and give you a chance to apply your knowledge. The first section, Study Aids and Media, may consist of many different items, including extra videos or lectures on the material, links to outside resources, online learning games, or study suggestions, such as supplemental reading or flashcards. Anything that you learn through the Study Aids and Media may appear in the graded activities, the case study, discussion forum, and quiz. Each week you will find 3 to 5 supplemental links under web links. Make sure that you go to each web page and read the material suggested. As with the study aids and media, anything that is contained in these links may appear in the case study, discussion forum, and quiz. Almost all of us learn better by putting what we've learned into practice. Exercises help you consolidate and reinforce the knowledge that you have gained through the reading assignment and other activities. Each week, you will have exercises to complete, which may include textbook exercises, web or real-world research, or other activities to reinforce knowledge and prepare you for the week's graded activities. If you're having difficulties with any of the material in a week, your instructor may ask you to turn in your exercises to figure out where the confusion is. Make sure you are completing your exercises and saving them for later reference. Just like the study aids and media and web links, anything that is contained in the exercises may appear in the case study, discussion forum, or quiz. The final 3 activities in each week are graded activities. You are expected to complete and turn in each of these activities no later than Sunday at midnight of that week. The quiz is automatically graded by the LMS, and you'll receive that grade right away. The case study and the discussion forum must be graded manually by your instructor. Grades will be posted in the system no later than the end of the day on the following Wednesday. Each assignment is worth 100 points for a weekly total of 300 points and a course total of 1,500 points. Make sure that you are complying with the grading rubric for maximum points. Once graded, you can see your grades and comments in your grades report, which we'll see in just a minute. Each of these graded activities will be covered in your one-on-one orientation, but we'll have a brief look now. The case study is a written assignment. You will be applying what you have learned that week in essay form. While there is no minimum number of words necessary for case studies, you do need to thoroughly cover the material requested. In both the case study and the discussion forum, you will see some color coding. Anything that is in blue must be answered. If it's in blue, you must do. Pay special attention to anything in red, which will be a warning having to do with safety or security. Words that appear in green are directions for submitting the assignment. The case study is worth 100 points each week, broken down between completeness of response, composition, and added value. See the grading rubric and attend your one-on-one orientation for more information about grading. To submit your case study, follow the directions in green. Once you click on Add Submission, a text box will appear. You can either write your case study in the text box or in Word and then cut and paste it over to the text box. Whichever method you use, please remember that the case study is an essay and should use proper spelling and grammar. Make sure to proofread and check your spelling. When you are done, click on Save Changes. Your case study will be automatically submitted to your instructor. Remember, your submission may not be graded immediately, but you will receive a grade by the end of the day on the Wednesday after assignments are due. The case study is an individual activity, but you'll be talking to your classmates in the discussion forum. Each week, you will complete at least 2 sections in the discussion forum, the initial response and the reaction posting. In the initial response, you will be guided to write about a specific topic. Generally, this topic will require research, not just a restatement of what you have learned in class. Each week, you will respond to 1 or more initial responses written by your classmates in your reaction postings. Again, you will be guided in what the response should consist of. You should include additional information and add to the knowledge available. More is always better. The discussion forum is worth 100 points each week, broken down between your initial response, reaction postings, and added value. See the grading rubric and attend your one-on-one orientation for more information about grading. To submit your discussion forum initial response, follow the instructions in green. Click on Reply in the lower right-hand corner of the assignment box, and a text box will appear, just like in the case study. Although composition is not graded in the discussion forums, please be considerate of your classmates by proofreading and checking your spelling. When you are done with your initial response, click on Post to Forum. You will have 30 minutes to make any changes you want to your forum posting. Each posting made by a classmate will also have a reply link, which you can use to comment on that posting. Your instructor is able to see each posting in the discussion forum. Remember, your submissions may not be graded immediately, but you will receive a grade by the end of the day on the Wednesday after assignments are due. The quiz should be the last thing you do every week. Anything that you've learned in any of the activities, including the case study and the discussion forum, may show up in the quiz. The quiz is open book, open note, open resources. Use whatever you have. This is not considered cheating. In fact, we encourage you to use your resources. In the workplace, it's usually more important that you know how and where to find correct information instead of knowing everything off the top of your head. In the quiz, as in the workplace, don't guess, investigate. Quizzes are generally multiple choice, true, false, or matching questions. Although the quiz is not timed, your internet provider may log you up for inactivity after a certain amount of time. To make sure you don't lose any of your answers, save your quiz often. Ideally, you should save your quiz after you answer each question. You have only one opportunity to take each quiz, so make sure you are ready to do so. You will not be able to take the quiz again or to make up points. The quiz is worth 100 points and is automatically graded by the LMS. After submitting, you will see a page that shows the questions, your answers, and the correct answers. Remember to take your time and use all of your resources. To take the quiz, click on the week's quiz link. At the bottom of the next page, click Attempt Quiz Now. The questions will appear, and then you can answer them. When you are done, click on Next on the bottom of the page. You will see a summary of attempt, which will tell you if you have answered all the questions. If you have, click on Submit and Finish. Otherwise, go back and complete the questions you did not answer. We have covered the most important information on the course homepage, which is housed in the middle. There are just a few more areas that you need to be aware of on this page. On the left-hand side, the top box is the navigation pane. You're already familiar with the options in the navigation pane. You can access all parts of your course through the navigation pane by clicking on the appropriate date range and selecting the activities that you want from the drop-down menu. The new area on the left-hand side of the course homepage is in the Settings area. Under Course Administration and Grades, you will be able to access your grade report for this course. Once you are in the Grades area, you have the option, via the drop-down menu, to see either your Overview report, which shows current grades in all courses, or the User report, which shows grades for individual assignments, but for this course only. Back on the course homepage, the top item on the right-hand side is the calendar. Unlike the calendar on the Welcome page, this calendar shows only the events that apply to this course. You can hover over any of the shaded dates to get a preview of what is happening on that day, or click the date to open a larger version of the calendar. Although the LMS will give you reminders in your time zone, the verbiage in the calendar items will list events in Pacific time. Be sure to know your time zone so that you'll be on time for scheduled events. Another way to keep an eye on the course schedule is to use the Upcoming Events box, which is located at the bottom of the right column. Upcoming Events takes entries from the calendar and lays them out in an agenda format with times listed in your time zone. In addition to knowing how to get around the LMS, it's important that you understand the attendance requirements of San Diego College. San Diego College has a mandatory attendance policy for all courses, including online courses. This policy is intended to improve student learning, as well as to comply with federal regulations and financial aid policies. An online course is considered as meeting at least 5 times per week. Students are required to attend an online course through communication or submission of some work, as defined by the course instructor, every 7 days. You can meet attendance by attending the online lecture, either at its scheduled time or by watching the archive session, attending the online workshop at its scheduled time, submitting that week's case study, attending the live online discussion forum, and submitting that week's quiz. You must complete at least 3 of these 5 items in order to be considered in attendance for the week. If you do not communicate or submit work in a 7-day period, that week will be counted as an unexcused absence. Online courses allow for a maximum of 2 unexcused absences per 5-week course. At the 3rd unexcused absence, the registrar will be notified, and the student will be withdrawn from the course, receive a grade of F for that course, and repeat the course the next time it's offered. We have covered a lot of ground in this orientation, and you might feel overwhelmed with all of the information. Don't worry. All of us here at San Diego College are here to help in any way that you need, and you'll be cruising around the LMS in no time. Here's what we looked at today: how to log into the LMS, how to navigate around the welcome page, the various elements of the course homepage, including general course information, weekly activities, where you should start at the top and work your way down, and assignments and grades. Finally, we discussed the importance of attendance. And this concludes our orientation presentation. All of us at San Diego College are happy that you are here. We are eager to work with you and help you succeed in your studies. You have an entire team to support you, so please don't hesitate to reach out to your instructor, student support specialist, or any other staff or faculty member. Thank you, and welcome to San Diego College.